What's your favorite and least favorite thing about going to a movie?
Favorite thing is the sound and the visuals of it. Least favorite thing is sticky.
Oh yeah, it's always so sticky.
It's like they can't figure it out, but it's sticky.
Well, who are all these people in there spilling their drinks and everything in there?
Oh, I mean, everybody. I get from the looks of it, or maybe somebody's peeing on the floors. I don't know, but they're always sticky.
Yeah, your shoes the second you walk in is like.
It's all the bourbon's fault.
Welcome to the Andy Meadows Show. Coming up, I'll rant about the Eagles' collapse, and Chris will join me for a roundtable where we'll discuss things you shouldn't Google before offing your spouse, the best and worst parts of going to the movies, Christmas gifts that didn't land, people who go too far with holiday decorations, and more. But first, your headlines. A new law has gone into effect in Australia banning social media for everyone under 16, although some kids are getting around the age estimation technology by drawing on facial hair. It's part of the challenge with banning this stuff is kids are all better with technology than we are. I, for one, support this ban. I think we should do it here in the U.S., and while we're at it, we should ban anyone who posts in all caps. Why are you yelling? Viagra for women? Dare Bioscience has developed a groundbreaking cream aimed at enhancing sexual desire in women. The first of its kind prescription cream is designed to enhance blood flow to female genital tissue. Warning, may cause extreme horniness when combined with any Glen Powell movie. Viagra for Women is a good band name, by the way. Trump's affordability tour hits Pennsylvania after his Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent credited him with solving inflation. The president took the stage and emphasized making America affordable again, claiming he's quelling economic woes. Oddly, no mention of the $300 million ballroom, the $450 million Qatari plane, or the billions he's made off the Trump coin. A new lawsuit claims a Royal Caribbean cruise passenger, Michael Virgil, was choked to death by security guards after he consumed 33 alcoholic drinks. His lawyer claims that Virgil was restrained with excessive force, leading to his death, alongside the administration of sedatives and pepper spray. Look, I'm all for getting your money's worth out of all-inclusive, but 33 drinks is insane. Maybe you can get away with that on a Carnival cruise, but not Royal Caribbean. I want to meet the bartender who served him drink number 33. All right, but after this, you're calling it a night. You threw up on the craps table 5 drinks ago. 50 Cent continues his victory lap to bask in his archenemy Diddy's downfall. To promote the Sean Combs' The Reckoning Netflix documentary 50 Cent created, the rapper has done a string of television interviews, including one on a local ABC affiliate, specifically because he heard that channel was one of the only ones they could watch in the prison Diddy is currently being held in. That's A-plus level trolling right there. Give that man an award. By the way, if you want to weigh in on any of the topics we discuss on the show, comment on whichever platform you're watching this on, or head to andymeadowshow.com and you can record audio with your feedback or your commentary, and we will almost certainly use it on the show. Thanks. Oh, Amin commented.
Oh, Amin!
Telling he told me to ask you about the Fredericksburg in 9 minutes story. And let me set this up first because Chris's first car was a 1984
Yep.
Chevy Corvette.
Yep.
Yellow. And
usually,
which I don't know how you talked him into mom and dad into letting you get that, but
it was mom. Dad was like, no way. Mom was like, hey, what? It's cute. It's little. It's fine. Usually the C4s are not fast. They're, emissions choked, just like 180 horsepower weaklings. But the guy who had this one before me had obviously done a lot of hot rod work on it. It had like a rocker cam and all kinds of, it had bigger
it had
injectors.
A V8. It had the
yeah,
350,
but
right?
the V8 from those stock was not fast.
Oh,
but
really?
that one was... The gas gauge was broken, so I was always just putting gas in it. But if it was low enough, it would move the front end up so that you would run out of gas. Like it would rock the tank back and not get gas to the engine. So that's how you know you were almost done. Is you gun it and go like, oh, oops, gotta go get gas. But I'm surprised that Amin is acknowledging that he's a chief of police now. He's like the big dog. So I don't know. I guess the statute of limitations is up.
The statute of limitations on reckless driving 25 years ago or 20 years ago.
He and I would get into some shenanigans. I'm hoping that since he's the chief of police now, he's going to be lenient on dumb kids just doing dumb stuff because we did plenty of that.
So what was the story about going to Fredericksburg in 9 minutes?
I mean, there's not much of a story to it. You put the pedal to the floor and just see how quick you can get there.
Because that's like a 25-minute drive or something from Kerrville.
Yeah, and it's a little windy in places and narrow and
not the road you want to be speeding on because the frickin' deer.
Well, that's anywhere in the hill country, really.
That's true.
You just kind of got to deal with it.
Yeah.
But no, we followed all the laws. And
I used to hate when I would borrow that car from you because every time you pull up to a stoplight, people try to race you.
Rum, rum, rum.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm just trying to get to work. The real funny story that we probably shouldn't tell is there was another one of those in town that happened to be owned by someone who was on the sex offender watch list. Or sex offender list. Remember you got pulled over that one time and and you were like, I'm not a 35-year-old guy named Chad. Like
I remember
16.
spending an inordinate amount of time with those cops that day coming home from school. And they were convinced that I did something and there was like 3 people in the car when it happened. And I was like, look inside, guys. How could we fit 3 people in here? I'm pretty sure it was like a yellow maybe 3000 GT or something that looked enough like it that's why they were harassing me. But I was in the parking lot of the bank and Amin actually pulled up because he saw me pulled over and he was like coming up and I'm going, no, dude, you don't want a part of this. Just go.
That was a weird color of yellow too.
It was a very weird color yellow. Somebody told me at one point in time that it was a Harley Davidson color that had a foul name. So I went with that. Yeah. Okay.
When did you sell that?
I didn't. We gave it to Uncle Marvin for doing work at the house. And then he and Daniel fixed it up. And it got parked because something went wrong with it.
Yeah, it was a money pit, if I remember. Yeah.
And, it was a cheap car then, but when it was new, it was not. So all the parts are like you're fixing a $40,000 car instead of a $6,000 car.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about the other day was because my running bit right now is I'm trying to convince the kids that they want something for Christmas that I really want to play with. So we're in Target and I'm like, hey, look at this Oculus. That looks fun. And just like they're 2 and 4 and 7 months. They don't want an Oculus. Like, it could be cool. But remember when we were kids, we would kind of do that. We would buy a present for each other that we were
going to play with. Yeah,
really wanted to play with. I think it's a smart hack,
dude. We used to have the original Oculus, the Virtual Boy from Nintendo that you stuck on the counter and you stuck your head into.
Yeah,
it was so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable to play. We thought it was the coolest thing ever, though, because it was almost kind of like 3D.
Yeah, it was like mini VR thing. So.
But that's probably why I have back problems now, because if you played that thing for like 5 minutes straight, you're like, oh, it's killing me.
Yeah, because they didn't figure out the wear it on your head thing. They were like, okay, it's going to be on the table in front of you, and you have to position yourself like down into it.
That's why the thing didn't take off. I think nobody bought it besides us because it was so freaking.
Probably worth something now.
So I talked about this on last week's, but it's an ongoing deal. The Massachusetts husband on trial for murder, and he Googled how to saw a body, which is not a good indicator. He's claiming that he didn't kill her; he just disposed the body. which is always
Well, I mean, that's dude. Is that no? I didn't. I found her dead and figured we should probably chop her body up instead of doing normal things with it.
well, there was one. So there's a HBO documentary about a guy that did get off on that because he convinced the jury that he didn't kill the guy. He just got rid of the body. He freaked out and was like, "Oh, I'm going to get busted." So he convinced him that he got rid of the body, but did not commit the murder. It's that rich guy. I can't think of his name.
Money helps.
Yeah, having a good lawyer. But what's the worst thing to Google if you plan on killing your spouse?
I mean, how to kill your wife, or it seems pretty. I don't. There's all kinds of things you shouldn't Google, but
Best lake for disposing a body.
where to hide the remains.
Yeah. Cheapest tarp that will hold human remains and not rip.
Quick life insurance.
Yeah, anything life insurance. If you change the life insurance, you got to wait at least a little bit. Otherwise,
yeah.
It's super suspicious. Right now, Rob is on my life insurance. I got to get that changed to Jill. So, but it's a little protection, so she won't poison me until I at least change that.
You think if you go, he's going to be like, oh, no, he left it to me. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess he just wanted me to have it. A shovel that works for both digging and hitting someone in the head. Those are all I got.
That's. I love that they're so specific with it, like how to saw a body apart.
Yeah, and at least do that on go to the library and Google that. I mean, don't do it on your home computer.
Yeah. Or, obfuscate it. Like how to dispose of a 200-pound chicken.
Or do it on your wife's computer so at least you can be like, oh, maybe she was researching how to kill me. Oh, so do you see the story about a lot of people are concerned that Netflix buying Warner Brothers is a sign that we're seeing the end or nearing the end of movies in theaters?
I know. I think there'll still be movies in theaters, but I suspect that we're getting closer and closer to cable. Like you cut the cord because cable cost $120 a month. Now everybody's combining together. They're going to release basic cable streaming service essentially, and you're going to be paying $100 and something a month to watch Game of
which you
Thrones.
already are. I mean, cutting the cord is no longer saving that much. You end up.
You got to do what I do.
services.
You just sign up for the service for a month and then switch to another one, then switch to another one. That works.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I could see there's definitely a decline in people going to the theater. For sure.
There is, yeah. Like COVID pretty much slowed that down and it never really picked back up.
That's kind of sad. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about going to a movie?
Favorite thing is the sound and the visuals of it. Least favorite thing is sticky.
Oh yeah, it's always so sticky.
It's like they can't figure it out, but it's
Well,
sticky.
who are all these people in there spilling their drinks and everything in there?
Oh, I mean, everybody I get from the looks of it, or maybe somebody's peeing on the floors. I don't know, but they're always sticky.
Yeah, your shoes the second you walk in is like what is this? I love the popcorn. That's got to be my favorite. My least favorite is the thing that really irks me is when you go to a not that popular movie, so there's nobody in there, and then and one person comes in and they sit right next to you in this big empty theater. It's like, what is this?
It's like when you're at the urinal and a guy comes and uses the one right next to you. You're like, what are you doing, man?
There's 10 in here and you're coming right next to me.
Well, they wanted that movie experience. When you laugh, they want to hear. And that's why they came in.
I can't remember if I told this on the show before, but did I ever tell you about the time I had somebody kicked out of a theater for talking they were answering their cell phone multiple times during the movie.
Did you try the...
Oh, everybody did. So we were a ways back, so everyone in the theater was getting pissed, but people were scared to say anything to the guy. So
was he a big gentleman? Did he look like he could whip some ass?
No, he looked like a little scary. Just especially he was talking very loud on the phone. It was very obvious that he didn't give a crap. So
I thought I told you to dispose of my wife's body. I've got my alibi right now.
So I went and told the manager of the theater. I was like, you got to do at least say something to this guy or get him out of here or something. He's answered multiple phone calls in this movie. And so the manager sends the 16-year-old kid working there to go talk to this guy. And you see him talking to the guy, and then the guy turns around, and the 16-year-old kid points at me. And I'm like, oh, dude, why? Why did you have to tell him? And so the guy gets kicked out. And then we're going to leave, and my buddy that was a cop was outside, and I'm telling him the story, and he goes, that's a drug dealer in town. You just pissed off the town drug dealer. And I'm like, what? Oh, no.
Well, wait a minute. If the cop knows the guy's the drug dealer, why is he just wandering about selling drugs?
Small towns, everybody knows, but they don't. I'm sure they were trying to get enough evidence to bust him. But I had my head on a swivel for like a week after that, thinking.
So he was conducting business. You were interrupting his business.
He was selling drugs. I mean, at least there was a reasonable,
I'm surprised that they actually went in and dealt with it. I'm surprised you didn't get the, some people suck kind of answer.
Yeah. Well, I think I said, you can talk to him or I will. It'll go better if you do. And it did not go better if they did. Because
that man up there was threatening you.
You see that guy? Yeah, the tall guy right there. And I'm like, oh, man. And I didn't really want to go say anything, but my lady with me at the time made me do it. And so I brought that up for quite a while. Which leads into our next topic. According to relationship experts, you shouldn't keep score in a marriage. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. Not saying I don't do it, but it's probably true.
I feel like, especially in the beginning, I feel like we all do it. Like we count up, I did the dishes this amount of times. Uh-huh. I cleaned more of the house than she did.
I cooked the dinner. Yeah, you can't.
You quickly learn because in the beginning you think this is going to help me win an argument. You know what? I'm going to count this stuff up, and then I'm going to recount these facts. No, never helps. Makes it significantly worse. It may work when a woman does it, but it does not work when we do it. It just makes it way.
Because there's also those things that you think are like big deals, and they're like, so what?
Yeah. Well, and
you made the bed.
And you realize they're considerably better at keeping score because you'll throw out like 3 things and then they have like a laundry list and you're like, oh man, I shouldn't have opened this Pandora's box. Oh, hey, Christmas is coming up. Did you ever get a gift? Did you ever get a gift? Oh, by the way, I love that shirt.
Thank you. My Christmas shirts.
We were driving by somewhere yesterday and they had a Star Wars whole Christmas setup that I thought was hilarious.
Nice.
Did you ever get a Christmas gift that didn't land how you thought it would?
Get one or give one?
I mean, give one. Like you thought this was going to be a great gift and then it.
Oh yeah. Like 2 years ago, I got Stacy this super fancy Dyson hair straightener because she's always going to the salon to get her hair straightened. And she opened it and said, well, this is going back just right away. I was like, oh, okay. Well, thanks for that.
You got to like the honesty. Was it going back because it's a Dyson and it was really expensive and she thought you spent too much, or was it just
No, it wasn't even about the money. She's just like, I'll never straighten my own hair. I'm like, this thing does it for you. You just run it through it. And you're like, nope, not going to happen.
Like, going to the salon is one of my escapes from you. You don't understand.
But yeah, it was amazing how quick it was. She just looked at it and went, yeah, I'm returning this. Okay, Merry Christmas to you too.
I bought an ex workout stuff one time and that didn't go well. But she was in shape. So I thought, and she was complaining about, I don't always have time to go to the gym, but I like going to the gym. So I thought, this is a brilliant idea. I'll get her some home workout stuff. Did not take that the right way. Was very insulted. But Jill's more practical than, like, she doesn't like the romantic gifts. So like jewelry and stuff like that, she'd rather have a hair straightener from Dyson or a vacuum cleaner or whatever.
Right.
She prefers like gifts.
Something you're going to use. I like that too. Something you're going to use.
Yeah. I think it's nice to get a romantic gift. So I used to get her one practical gift and one romantic gift. Now we're married, so I just get her whatever she puts on the list. She also is a Christmas list person, which I always liked, just picking up the signals and trying to figure out what to get them.
Yeah.
But she just likes to tell you. So she gives you a couple options. So it's still a surprise because it's one off.
It's nice that you know you're getting something she's going to want instead of opening it and going, well, this is going back.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man.
At least she felt secure enough to tell you that she was not interested in that gift.
I suppose, but also at the same time, it's like some things you might want to be a little gentler on. Like, try it once and then go, this didn't work for me. I don't know.
Let me show you this. This a Kentucky man that share screen, find tab. Chris makes fun of how long this takes.
I was not talking this time because you're like, oh, I can cut it out in post if you don't talk over it. And, oh, look, good God. It just threw up Christmas on that lawn.
Couldn't move the basketball hoop in the car before taking the picture or whatever.
I also feel like it's just, there's no continuity to it. It's just random lights everywhere.
Oh, now you're going to feel really bad when I tell you why I did this.
Oh, no. Don't do that to me, dude. I'm just going to make fun.
That's why I showed it to you before I told you what it was. A Kentucky man illuminates Christmas spirit with 150,000 lights to honor his late neighbor. Oh, sweet story.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on people who go way over the top with the Christmas lights?
I'm here for it. I can't. I don't have the energy or wherewithal to actually do it. But seeing one, you go, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I do think it's cool. I wouldn't want to live right next to that person just because.
Like mom and dad used to go a little nutso with the Christmas lights. He had the dancing lights and
people would drive by and see. Sometimes a long line can form and it can be.
Yeah, Stacy FaceTimed me from a setup like that a couple nights ago. She was down in Louisiana, and she's like, I can't imagine they like people sitting in front of their house. I'm like, well, they did the thing. Yes, they expect you to hang out there. Like, that's the thing. She's like, I wouldn't want people just parked in front of my house. Like, well, then you wouldn't do this because you're going to get attention. That's the point.
Yeah, a guy who used to work with me does it every year, and it just like mom and dad's old setup, it gets more elaborate and more elaborate. Each year he adds stuff, and so now he's got the station, the little radio station you can tune into when you turn down his block. And we're putting up the tree later today. Have y'all put up your tree yet?
Oh, dude, tree's been up for weeks now.
Yeah, usually this is the latest we put it up, but
we did it probably first week in November.
Do you go real tree or do you go artificial?
Oh, artificial. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that real tree business.
She likes real trees, so we've debated whether to go get one. But it's just a clean up and it's just a hassle.
It's a real tree, so it smells nice, but you have to deal with it and you have to dispose of it. And it's already hard enough getting that thing back into the box. I don't want to deal with a whole tree. Come on.
Well, and our artificial one is on its last leg. So we either need to get a new one or this is probably the last year that one will work.
Just put more lights on it. What's the big deal? It's a plastic tree. It's not going to erode.
Well, and I want to get one of those pre-lit ones because the lights annoy me.
So yours is not pre-lit and you still think it's on its last leg?
Yeah, it's not pre-lit.
Well, then how could it fail then at being a tree?
They still get old and the things fall off and it just starts to look like it. Been through some stuff.
It has seen some stuff.
And we're doing Christmas cookies
today. That's your plan.
Yeah, we're gonna do the tree. Probably watch Christmas Vacation. That's what we usually watch. Oh no, we can't with the kids. Dagnabbit.
Because they've never heard some of those words.
Annie is in her repeat mode, so literally anything she hears, she repeats. And of course,
that can be fun. You can make kids say fun things.
And she'd wait till public. Like I don't want her at church repeating some of the things that she heard. There's not too much cursing in that.
There's some, but yeah, there's not a lot.
When he's pissed off at the end, Danny F and K.
Yeah. Wednesday we're going to Vegas.
Fun. How many days are y'all there?
Wednesday to Sunday, so 4 or 5 days.
That's about the right amount.
Yeah, you don't want to go any. It's probably a day too long, honestly. But since you're flying from Alaska, you tend to stay somewhere a little longer.
I did a week one time by myself because it was for the convention, but I had to go to the small business thing before it, so I spent a whole week there. About the last day or two, you're just kind of starts to get depressing after 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, it's like you're excited. Oh, it's Vegas. We're back. It's Vegas. Look at all the lights. And then at the end, you're like, man, 2 p.m. on a Wednesday is pretty sad here.
Yeah. And
But we're going into the Sphere for the first time, so that'll be cool.
Oh, that's right. Who are you seeing?
Zach Brown Band, yeah.
That'll be fun, dude.
In the Sphere.
And you
I'll report back.
And you play, take some pictures. Take lots of pictures and video.
Okay.
Pie Gal Poker, is that the one you do?
Pie Gal Poker, yeah. Although they've gotten expensive lately, so I don't, it used to be you could go and sit down with $100 and be there all night, essentially, because it was $15 or $10 a hand. Now it's $25 a hand. Like inflation is hitting gambling. And you're like,
yeah, that's how you know things are bad when inflation hits gambling. Do you do a daily limit like I do?
Yeah, I mean, I traditionally I'll get envelopes for each day and put some cash into them, and then I know I'm not going to open that until the day of.
Oh, see, I do $100 a day is my daily limit. So if I lose that, I'm done. But some of my buddies that gamble a lot, like Jason or Paul, they get annoyed because sometimes I'm done in 30 minutes.
Right. Oh, that was
fast. Limit's out, and they're like, but we want to still go. I'm like, you can gamble. I'll go sit at the bar and actually pay for my drink where I'm not worried about, these drinks over here are free. Yeah, because you're shelling $100 bills in the machines. Thanks, but no thanks.
I do not generally ever use the ATMs in Vegas because I'm like, all right, I know that's a slippery slope when you're like, well, I'm out, so let's just go use the ATM. Like, no, bring the money with me, and then when my 10 grand for the day is done,
I'm pretty good. I mean, when I was young and single, there were a couple times where I had to put that daily limit on my card so I wouldn't go bad in Vegas or Shreveport when we go over there. But now that I'm older and married, dude, it's depressing losing $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once I'm done,
especially when it happens in a half hour.
Yeah. The quicker it happens, the more depressing.
Like if you play all night and you lose $100, well, you played all night at least. But yeah, when you sit down and it just does not go your way, and you're like, surely this time.
But because I have a daily limit, I don't max out bets all the time. So my buddies will be like, you know what you would have won if you'd maxed out your bet there. They do the math. I'm like, okay, but I'm also, how much? You lost $2,600 yesterday. Okay. You're having to lie to your wife about how much money you lost yesterday. I'm not. I lost $100.
We don't gamble that hard. That's the people that are, that's the thing is that when you win, if you're gambling $3,000 a day or $4,000 a day, when you win, it's big, but when you lose, it's big. So we just play, and then, okay, you won $1,000 one day, and that's the best.
Yeah, that's the thing with the daily limit is you never lose more than $100, but I've never won more than like $300 or $400 because I'm not betting enough to actually.
I think my best was at Pie Gal Poker. I had one hand that paid out $600 on a $10 thing because it was a royal flush. So
yeah,
and that's when I get up and I go, "Hey, let's go to the mall. You can buy something, Steve. You're gonna cash now."
I am good about that because it's all probability. So like if I've won $300 playing video poker, and within like seconds of sitting down, and I'm done. I'm done for the day. Like I know I haven't even bet my limit, but because I know the odds of me winning on a small bet, winning that amount of money are so slim that's the best I'm going to possibly do. So I'm done for the day. I'll take my $300 and be on my way. But it did mess me up. So the very first time I gambled in a casino, I won at blackjack, having zero idea what I was doing, like what the rules or when you should do it. But I just got super lucky, starting with $50, turning it into 100, 150. And Rob was there with me. It's when we were driving his crap car from Kerrville all the way up to Oregon.
Oh, geez.
So we were so tired. I figured out a route to take us through Vegas, which was a dumb idea.
Out of the way, yeah.
No, maybe it was Reno. It may have been Reno. Whichever.
I've never been to Reno.
Reno's fun. It's like it's like nasty
dirty
Vegas or
dirty Vegas.
But yeah, I did really well my very first time, and that made me think that's this is what happens every time you go to a casino.
Same exact story. The first time I was in Vegas, sat down to the blackjack table and won like $200 because you just could not lose. It was like at every hand. Oh, cool. This is easy.
See, I feel like, because the first time, I feel like they sense it on you, like this is a newbie. Yeah. We're going to make him think this is easy. Because Jill has no idea what she's doing, and she wins. But she's not a gambler. But when she does do it, she wins a lot. So I feel like they know, like, oh, this person's not into it. I'm gonna make sure
give
they
them
win.
a taste. Yeah,
give them a taste. The only thing better than the Cowboys starting to surge, other than the Lions game, of course, is watching the Eagles collapse. Turns out if the guys around him aren't playing lights out, Jalen Hurts is kind of spare. He had 2 turnovers on the same play Monday night. I've never even seen that before. I know we've still got to win out, and they've got to lose 2 more games. But even if that doesn't happen, it has been fun watching the Eagles lose 3 straight. Yes, I know, by the way, that I'm on the record saying the Cowboys season was done a few games in when Lamb went down, who is, by the way, in concussion protocol right now. But regardless of what happens the rest of the season, we all have to admit that our hated and much maligned owner, Jera, did some good GMing this year, picking up Pickens and the trade for Quinnen Williams to shore up the defense. I'm not saying this is our year. We still only have between a 7 and 16% chance of making the playoffs, depending on what model you look at. But at least I can watch them without pounding bourbon and screaming at the TV for 4 hours. That's it for today's show. We'll be back next week with a new episode of the Andy Meadows Show, now available on your favorite podcast platforms as well.